Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kazzaroo and here I do makeup tips, tricks, palette reviews and so much more. So if that sounds good to you, please click the subscribe button down below and then you won't miss any more of my videos. Okay, getting straight into it. This video is going to be about palettes that I don't really use as often maybe as I should, or I just want to share with you ones I don't really go to reach for. There's nothing wrong with these palettes, they're just ones that I just don't really go to gravitate to pick up and want to use. So that might be helpful to you if you're thinking about picking up a palette for somebody, or these might be palettes that I'm going to show you that you have never seen before or heard of. So okay, this is not ranked or anything like that. I'm just going to come a little bit closer to you. I just want to show my t-shirt. Check it out. It's the Muppets. I love the Muppets. I mean, who doesn't watch the Muppets Christmas Carol? I mean, do you not? If you haven't watched the Muppets Christmas Carol, watch it. It's like a little family tradition of mine. I've always watched it and I like watching it on Christmas Eve. So I haven't watched it yet, so I will be watching it on Christmas Eve. Anyway, it wasn't really makeup related, but whatever. So this one is a Jaclyn Hill, the Bling Boss palette. So I'm just going to turn off all my lights because I feel like it's a bit bright. Does that look better? Or should I do this one? That's a bit better, isn't it? Okay, let's do that. Okay, there we go. We're better. That's better. It was a bit too bright. Toned it down a little bit. I put my little robin light on. Beautiful robin light. So this is, what was I doing? Sorry, not with it. Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette is the one I wanted to show you. Let's just move that light a bit like that. There we go. The Bling Boss palette. And the palette looks like this. Just your typical couple packaging. You get like your plastic fake mirror, and the colours are like this. The colours in here are actually quite nice. I need to put it back on my makeup to use list on like my makeup project pan to try and use some of these colours. Why I bought it was because it wasn't actually anything to do with like Jaclyn Hill. I just came across the palette and I was like, oh, I really love that purple. I just fell in love with this purple. The colour of the shade purple is called Gem and it just looks really, really pretty. I will swatch it for you in my hand. They feel really nice. So this is, yes, the brand is Morphe and it's the Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette. The purple looks like this. Let's see how it swatches. Still swatches really nicely. And it's got like a sheen to it. Yeah, I need to use it more. It is nice. But I just haven't really gone to reach for it. If you're into like purples or your berry colours, and it's got some nice shimmery golds in here, and bling bling's really nice. I'm just going to show you that one. They feel really nice and really creamy. And this one is like, oh, there we go. Let's put it next to that purple one. Nice and shiny and reflective, but smooth and not crumbly. Yeah, it's a nice palette. It's very nice. I think Jaclyn Hill did a very nice job when she did this Bling Boss palette with Morphe. I just also another shade that I would use a lot when I did get the palette was the shade Hush. So I'm just gonna, again, the matte feels so smooth and nice, even though I've bought this like I don't know how many years ago. It's an old one. And Hush is nice and pigmented, as you can see. And these three shades here is like an eye look already. You can put all these together. That actually looks really nice together. That's a look. I might need to do that soon. Okay, let's put that to the side. The next one is BH Cosmetics. It's the Sub-Zero palette. I think it came out like one Halloween time. Really like BH Cosmetics. It says that you open up cold as ice. And I do like blues. But it's occurred to me, I don't really go to put blue on. Like, I love the colour, and that's why obviously I was gravitated to, I wanted it. It was pulling me in. I love the shimmers in here. They're amazing and they really pack a punch. I'm just going to put it closer to you so you can see. They all really pack a punch. They're beautiful. I love that they named the palettes as well. You get a nice size. I like that it's mattes and shimmers in here. And yeah. Let's just swatch one for you. Which one? Let's show you Stone Cold. Again, feels really nice on my finger. Really colourful and beautiful. And we're just going to put that next to the purple. Really pretty. It is really nice. So pretty. But yeah, I don't really go into this one as much. We've got like a nice silver too. So Blizzard Blackout. Let's look at that one. I have to use my thumb because I'm running out of space. They feel sort of wet, but they're not wet, if that makes any sense. This one looks like this. And I'm running out of room, so I'm going to go down my side of my arm. Okay, that is amazing. Why am I not using this? I can just blend that out. That is like a stunning, reflective silver. Is it not? That is lovely. But I just haven't gone to go into this one. But now I remember this is in here. I need to use this for like a Christmas silver look, because that is really nice. I just love how BH Cosmetics, their shadows, their mattes are amazing. The shimmers are amazing. It's like, what happened to you guys? Why did you go bankrupt, was it? And now you're with Makeup Revolution. Yeah. They're still doing some stuff. Like they've brought out like some summer stuff I've seen, and I get notifications sent to my inbox. But nothing like that new really for them. But it'd be cool if they came out with a eyeshadow palette. But I don't know if that's going to happen. They've got some blushes that came out in the summertime. But yeah, this is really nice. If you love blues, you're going to love this. But it's just one that I haven't really gone to do lots of blue eye looks. I just don't, yeah, gravitate to go to pick it up. I don't know why. Because I've got nice, like, dark brown eyes, and blues, I do like wearing blues. But yeah, I don't know. There's that one. I'm a mess now, but we're going to keep going. Okay, so this is a company called Juvias Place, and this is the Masquerade mini palette. I was influenced to get this from a makeup YouTuber. I can't remember their name at the top of my head. And you open it up like this. The artwork's really, really cool. I really like it. And I really like the colours in this palette also. You've got your lovely browns. The colours in here are quite dark, but I like that. They really pack a punch on all skin tones, which I feel is like what you want. Because if you're quite fair like me, you just, you know, you only need a little bit. You don't actually need to use that much. But if you want a quite a heavy, dark, dramatic look, then yeah, this palette's perfect. I was drawn to the colourful shades at the top. I was drawn to the purple shades because I love me some purple, the pink, and all these blues and turquoisey greens. I just haven't really gone to use this one. Again, I'm going to have to put this one in some of my Use That Pan Man videos that I'm going to get back into soon. So stay tuned for those videos. If you're into that kind of stuff, you've got to love what's coming. But yeah, I do like this one. Let me just clean up some fingers quickly, and then I'll swatch some more for you. Okay, I'm back. I cleaned my fingers off, and let's swatch you. Let's compare the purple. How do you say it? Macadamia? I think it's macadamia. Still absolutely stunning. Bought this palette quite some time ago as well. And let's do this lovely Mali. I think it's pronounced. Sorry if I'm totally butchering the names. And we're just going to put them down here. Yeah, they're still beautiful, still stunning. Come a bit closer. They're really pretty. So nice. Really lovely. Again, love me some blues, some greens, some purples, pink. Oh, who am I kidding? I love all the colours. I love all the colours. Even greys. I like putting a grey on my eye every time to time. I love putting, let's put that back on. Just a nice matte look. And yeah, it's nice. One maybe to go back into and check out if you have this in your collection. Let me know down below, do you have any Juvias Place palettes or any other makeup? Because I haven't tried like any of that other stuff. This is all I have in my collection, is just palette by Juvias Place. I think it's a good starter. It's a lovely palette. Really nice. Love it. And also no irritation to my eyes with this palette or this one. Or this one, in case you're interested. Forgot to mention that. I think that's important to mention if you have any eye irritation to any of the palettes that I am going to be mentioning. So yeah, this is the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette. Love the packaging. Bit annoyed that they've decided not to do the tin packaging. They do like that, and I feel like that's one of their things. They do. You know, if you have to put them against other companies, like I like that they do that for their packaging. They're known for like the tin packaging, aren't they? Although, who else does tin packaging makeup brands wise? I can't think of anyone right now on the top of my head, but I know that obviously Too Faced do. Looks like this. This is the back. And here it is opened up. Comes with a fake plastic mirror. Looks like that. And then that's what it looks like. Smells like chocolate. Chocolate like cream. So I'm trying not to blind you because it's like that reflective gold they've put on. The shades are beautiful. Just going to put it like that so you can see. There you go. It's really nice. But I just haven't really gone for it. And the shimmers are okay. You can see they're kind of crumbly. Someone said on their channel they're crumbly, so then they stick to your eye more. I'm gonna have to disagree with that. I don't think that's why they've made them that way. I think they just, you know, spent less money on their shimmers, or it's just me and I don't particularly like the shimmery, chunky formula. I'll show you what I mean. Like, for instance, like, they are nice, but you have to like really rub them and blend them out to make the crumbly. I put my finger in, it feels really rough. It feels rough, it feels bumpy, it feels lumpy. But on the finger, it looks really nice. But you can see like where it looks a bit bumpy and a bit crumbly. And then if we go to put it on me, like it's nice, but you can see it's chunky. It's chunky, and they're all chunky. They're all chunky like this. You can try to blend it out a bit, and you can see it's okay. It's not amazing though. And they're all like that really in here. So yeah, that might be probably why I don't go to reach for it. It smells nice. I like the colours, but I don't like that the shimmers are kind of crumbly and chunky, and even when you go to blend them out, they're still a bit bumpy and a bit crumbly. But yeah, that's why I don't go to reach for this one. Sorry if you love this one, and you love the shimmers. Fair play to you. That's great. I'm just going through. This is how I feel about this one. And we're all allowed and entitled to our own opinions. Let's clean off that finger. Okie dokie. Next one. This is Revolution, Makeup Revolution London. It's their cannabis palette. Oh, and here's another company that does the tins, like Too Faced. It's right next to me. So yeah, they do tin packaging, really cheap. I think this cost me like £9. They always have sales as well. Love the packaging. This one actually comes with a real glass mirror. Like that is, oops, real glass. And these are the colours. They look really beautiful. And I do love me some green. But recently, I just haven't really gone to go for this palette. And they have some... Okay, one thing I don't like about this palette, I think I might have mentioned this before, but unless you're new, it's Bud and Goddess. They're both chunky green glitters, and they look a bit different in the pan colour-wise, but when you put them on your arm to swatch, or on the eye, they look identical. So I wouldn't call her if they did like, I don't know, a gold glitter or a silver one. They have a silver one here. A gold glitter then. Or a pink glitter or something, because down here you've got like some, like a burgundy pink, and then here you've got like a nice like exhale, it's like a pinky colour. I do like the colours in here, but I just haven't really gone to use them that much. Again, we'll have to put it in my pan. And they are nice, so let's swatch Candyland. How's it feel? Feels nice. I have to push a bit harder to get any sort of colour on my finger. Let's do Mist. Again, that one is a bit better. Mist. Let's do a matte. Let's do Leaf. Okay, the matte was actually quite good. And now let's see what they're like on my arm. Let's put you there. Okay, so that one didn't really swatch amazing. That was Leaf. Mist. It's okay. And that's the matte. So the matte was actually quite good. So sort of ish pigmented. We'll get a bit closer to you so you can see. Okay. Bit patchy. But nonetheless, they are nice shades and really affordable, especially if you're just getting into makeup and you want the eye looks to be a bit more toned down and subtle. Then these ones are a good, inexpensive, good one to try out. I didn't get any eye irritation with this palette. So, not that one. So I just don't really get to use that one that much. Clean off my fingers. What are we? I don't know what video this is. Vlogmas. What are we? What's the date today? Vlogmas 17, isn't it? Okay, it's another one. So this is Hocus Pocus by ColourPop. This is the artwork. Very nice. This is the back. I left it shows you the names of the colours on the back, but what would have been even cooler and better if they actually had the shades also on the back. Just saying. If you're going to go to all that effort, I feel like maybe you should make the names and the colours on the back too. But they did lovely front colour packaging. No mirror in this one, but that does not bother me. It might bother you if you want a palette to go travelling with or something and you haven't got a mirror. But I tend to carry like a handheld mirror myself in my bag. You might do too. So the front cover looks like this. Sorry, the inside cover looks like this. And the shades look like this. Okay. Really nice shades. There is like, I got like a bad, like a dud, I feel. It's really, really dry. This one, Wicked Ways. I just get like nothing. I rub and I rub and I rub and I rub. It feels hard and not great. I have to rub really hard to get any colour. And I get like nothing. It's just, there's like not much there. Like nothing there. But all the other colours in here are lovely. And they blend really beautifully. The oranges, all the rose. I really like Candle is a Light. It looks like this. Feels a bit crumbly, but it packs a punch. Look at that. It's amazing. And then you just put it down here. It is just so shiny. Is it picking it up? Yeah. It's really shiny. It's so pretty. It's this one. It's a really nice one. Reminds me a bit of Yama from Natasha Denona. I actually have that one on my eyes today. Wearing the Natasha Denona Zendu palette on my eyes. And I'm also testing out a new mascara. Check it out. Like, my eyelashes look so big, I think. Really, really big today. But I'm going to keep the mascara as a secret. And you will know in a video when I do like a review of that mascara. Yeah, so stay tuned for that video as well. That's the ColourPop one. Excuse me. I had like a fizzy drink earlier. The next one is by Jeffree Star, and it's a Jawbreaker palette. Cool packaging. It's my first ever Jeffree Star palette that I bought. It was very expensive. I think it was near to £50. I know. Comes with like a fake plastic mirror. The packaging is just made of basic cardboard. You get all these shades. They're really pretty, and they have an embossing of the star with obviously yeah, initials in the star. Really lovely palette. It's huge. The colours are very pigmented. I just haven't gone to really pick up the Jeffree Star palette in a while. I don't know why. They're all lovely. This one cute, I think, has gone a bit bad. I mentioned this in one of my videos. We'll try again. It's just very crumbly and powdery, and just, I don't know if it's gone bad or funny. But we'll try and swatch it here. See, it just swatched nicely, sort of, but then it just goes kind of like crumbly and a bit. The colour, the pigment just like vanishes. So when you go put it on an eye, it just, you can buff it all you want. It just, you buff it into nothingness. If that makes sense. Some of the mattes have gone a bit like that now. I don't know what the shelf life. How long does it take to keep this palette for? It says 12 months. So maybe, yeah, some palettes will not be as good after you've had them for a while. And this Jeffree Star one is, yeah, some of the colours are going a bit on me because I've had it maybe for too long. So this might be one that I need to turn into, might need to use them for nail varnishes instead. Let's try some of the mattes though. So this one is Orange Juice. So Orange Juice looks really nice still. See that? And let's try the Bite Me, because I love a purple. Under finger, they feel nice and really, really pigmented. So let's swatch them and see. I'm going down my arm, aren't we? So let's put that one there. Ooh, okay, that orange is absolutely stunning. I need to put that on my eyelids. And let's do the purple next to it. Purple and orange together. Okay, so they both swatched quite nicely. A bit closer. They're nice. And I still have them on my fingers. Also, I do find some of these shades will stain your eyelids, the pinks and the reds. And no, that doesn't always happen with a lot of eyeshadow palettes, but I do get some staining with some of the shades in this palette, just to warn you if you're thinking about picking up. But it will come off if you use an oil makeup remover or a Garnier Micellar water. Or you can just try basic face soap and that might do the job. But I do like taking some makeup off with like a face oil or micellar water. It just gets the makeup off a bit better, and then I'll go in again with like some warm hot water to get rid of the oily residue that can be left on your face from the oils, so bear that in mind too. Okay, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that was useful if you wanted to pick up any palettes, of the palettes that you've forgotten. And yeah, and I'll see you all in the next video. And remember guys, makeup should be fun, don't take it too seriously, and always take care of yourselves. Okay everybody, take care, bye.